Good evening, Tottenham fans. Welcome to another episode of YouTubers React. Today I have four big names for you. I have Brian Dagel coming on. I've got the Danalyst, the Spurs Danalyst. I've got Nigel from Pure Coys, and I've got Harry Scarf giving me their views on today's game versus Liverpool. But just before I bring them on, I'll give you my view. And Xavi and Romero need to hold their heads in shame. They have let the team down. They've let the manager down, and they let the fans down. They've made two stupid decisions that has cost us points today. Liverpool were there for the taking. They absolutely crumbled when we started putting them under pressure. And I am very, very proud of the boys that were left on the pitch today. They gave absolutely everything. And to be fair, we looked more dangerous when we had 10 men than we did with 11. We looked even more dangerous when we went down to 9. Maybe we should have got another guy sent off, and maybe we would have got that equaliser. They honestly put everything into this game, and they at the beginning of the match, I'd say in the first half, it wasn't anything glamorous or anything special, but we were comfortable, we were solid. Liverpool didn't look like they were going to score, but we didn't look like we were going to score either. The game just went into meltdown as soon as Xavi got sent off, and then obviously Romero got sent off after. Both of them very stupid decisions. Stupid. I've got no other word for it apart from stupid. And that's probably why it's on my thumbnail, because they're two important players. Now they're going to miss games through the Christmas period as well. They've really let us down. And this is nothing to do with Thomas Frank today. Thomas Frank got his boys reared up for this game. He got them set up well. We were defensively structured really well today. We wasn't very good going forward again, but there's no blame for Frank for what these two stupid idiots have done today and really let us down. I'm going to let you listen to what the boys think, because they're probably going to say a lot of the same things I would probably say as well. First up, I'm going to put on Mr. Brian Dagel for his debut. Thank you, Brian, for coming on. Everybody's links will be in the description below, so please go to their channels, give them a subscribe button. All top blokes. Most of you will know who's coming on now. Mr. Brian Dagel.
So it's finished. Spurs 1, Liverpool 2. A battling team performance that gave everything they could with 11 men, and more importantly with 10 and 9 men. Nothing but pointless, needless, reckless individual errors have cost us today. Thomas Frank's selection was right. We battled. First half had a few opportunities. Xavi with a reckless challenge. Then start the second half. Romero, what was he thinking? A pointless and no need pass has cost us. And then he cost us again with 9 men. Spurs battled. They gave everything for the badge day and everything for the manager. And do you know what? The home fans were fully behind it and could see what we were trying to do. I don't put any blame on Frank in this game. It's down to the players being reckless and letting themselves down. We go on to the next one with suspensions. We'll see what happens, but the pressure will be mounting on Frank. And rightfully so, because of the results. But this performance, they battled for the manager, they battled for the team, and once again, needless, costly errors have cost us. We move on. Thomas Frank in always.
Thank you, Brian, mate. Really appreciate you coming on. I know it's not easy coming on talking about Spurs when we've just had another defeat. It could have gone another way. I honestly believe, and I agree with Brian, we could have got a draw today, even though everything was against us. And I forgot to mention that the referee was absolute dog shite as well, to be honest. He was absolutely rubbish. I can't believe the caliber of referees we've got in this Premier League. It really have. Next up, I've got Nigel from Pure Coys. He's going to give you his views on today's game.
Hello, Nigel from Pure Coys TV. I'm not quite sure what to say about tonight's performance, because on one hand, it was shambolic from a couple of players who have let themselves down. They've let the club down. They've let their teammates down. And most of all, they've let the fans down. And then from the rest of the team, that was a really good battling performance. And on another day, could have got a point. And I actually think they deserved a point out of the game today, which makes it even more frustrating that two of our main players have really let us all down. Xavi Simons, the first red card, 33 minutes for me. I'm hearing a lot of people saying it was never red. It was an absolute stonewall red card. If it had happened against us, we would be screaming for it. So for me, not a problem. It's a red card. It was petulant. It was stupid. And let's be honest, for the first 30 minutes, Xavi Simons has spent giving the ball away. And I'm not talking about when you're going for a Hollywood pass and it was close to going through and it just didn't quite make it. I'm talking about easy layoffs, 5-yard balls that he just kept messing up. And that led to the red card for me. He an easy ball back to Porro, which he put out of play. He spent the next 30 seconds trying to chase the ball down to make up for it and ended up with that absolutely ludicrous challenge on Van Dijk when he was going nowhere. It was crazy. And for me, as soon as that happened, the game was done. We were never going to come back. We were never going to win that game from now. It was always just going to be about seeing if we could get anything from it, which is frustrating because I really think Liverpool were there for the taking. They were not good at all tonight. And Spurs on another day could have done and could have won this game. But the players are letting down. And then Romero, first of all, giving the ball away for the first goal. Shocking pass out from the back. And then the red card when we were well in the game. We'd already pulled it back to 2-1. And then he does that. Gets the free kick. He'd won the free kick. But he's on a yellow card. And he gets up and he lashes out right in front of the referee. He's staring at him. It's almost like Romero and the referee are looking at each other. And he still does it. Gets sent off. I've got no complaints. Again, definite booking. He deserved to go. And I'm just lost with them. Lost with Romero, our captain, our leader. He should be better than what he is. For me, I don't think he should be captain. I'm just going to lay it out there now. For me, he should not be Spurs captain. He hasn't got the mentality. We need a real leader. Someone who's going to stay on that pitch. He loses his head too much. He does it all the time. Gets away with it a lot. He didn't today. He didn't deserve to get away with it. And he's let everyone down. The same, but not so much, was Xavi. It was stupid from Xavi. Petulant. It is what it is. But both of them, no doubt, let the club down tonight. Other than that, I thought it was a really good battling performance by Spurs. And that is why I'm so mixed. Because on one hand, I'm furious with Xavi and Romero. On the other hand, I'm really proud of the way the team played. And so nearly got a point out of the game. And for me, I have to say this now. This is not on Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank will get a lot of heat again for another defeat. But when the players do that on the pitch and let themselves down and the manager, this is not on Thomas Frank. Guys, I will leave it there. Make sure you like and subscribe to Alan at Tottenham Logic TV. Hopefully, the next game we will have better news. Have a great Christmas all. And come on, you Spurs.
Thank you, Nigel, mate. Really appreciate that. Everybody get subscribing to Pure Coys, brilliant channel to watch. He's very, very logical man. He's very fair with his comments as well. Obviously, I'll put his link in the description below as well if you want to subscribe to Pure Coys and Nigel. Now, the next guy I'm getting on is another debutant. It's the Spurs Danalyst. Another top bloke. I'll put his link in the description below as well. He's going to give you his thoughts about the game today as well. And I just want to add what Nigel said about both red cards. There are people debating that they were red cards or not, but for me, they're both red cards. And even if they got away with it, it's still bloody stupid to do it in the first place. But I will add, Virgil van Dijk did exactly the same thing to Dominic Solanke, exactly the same thing, didn't even get a yellow. So I will add that in there as well in case anybody is thinking about that that's watching this today. Anyway, this is the Spurs Danalyst, and this is what he has to say today.
Evening, guys. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you, Alan, for involving me in these match reviews. Much appreciated. Guys, please smash the like button, subscribe. If you're new here, to Alan, Tottenham Logic, and to all other content creators who are giving their reviews in this video. Now, I'm making my debut, and man, what a crazy game. Spurs losing to Liverpool 2-1. So much to say in this game, so much to say, and we're the architects of our own downfall. We have to be honest here, with Xavi getting sent off around 33 minutes in a game where I can't say we started on fire. It was a dull game. We didn't show a lot of urgency. There's not a lot going on. I remember a Mawani header, a bit tame, and then the silliness from Simmons. Just, there was no need for him to make that tackle. I get it, he wanted to show, desire to chase after the ball and close Van Dijk down, but it was so unnecessary, and it really killed us, didn't it? It really killed us. And from then on, it was kind of, well, how are Liverpool now? We're waiting for Liverpool to score, to be honest, but we kind of held tight, didn't we, in the first half? Liverpool didn't look amazing. They had some chances, but yeah, they didn't break us down in that first half. Second half comes, and eventually, obviously, Liverpool get their goals. But what's really frustrating for me, guys, is the unnecessary goals. Romero kicking the ball out from the back straight to a Liverpool player, and Verts into Isaac. Good finish. Obviously got taken out by Van der Ven. So unnecessary, wasn't it? I can't say we were under the cosh from Liverpool. But they score, and a mistake from Romero, 1-0, and he brings off Kudos, brings on Johnson. I'm thinking, look, no hope, really, no hope of getting back in the game with Johnson on the pitch. And then again, Liverpool score with Frimpong, crossing for the right, and Ekatike rises high to nod in the cross, pushing in the back of Romero and making it 2-0. And Romero got done again. So yeah, Romero not helping this team. And look, I was just sitting there and worrying and just thinking, look, another defeat. How many goals Liverpool are going to score? What's it going to mean now for the season? It's just, your head as a fan is all over the place. Horrible being 2-0 down. Heads are dropped. 10 men. It was a horrible feeling, right, guys? It was that feeling of another defeat. And yeah, I don't know what to say. But we get back in it, don't we? Richarlison comes on from Mawani. And look, Liverpool not clearing their lines. Van Dijk, again, making a mistake in the box. And it's 2-1. And it's game on. So late on in the game, I think it was around 83 minutes. And the crowd, who are still in the stadium, getting behind the team, pushing for that equaliser. And then Romero wins the free kick, lashes out at Konate, sent off down to 9 men. And that was it. It was game over. 9 men. I mean, second half, we hit the bar with Mawani after being 1-0 down. But it's just like, take aside the sendings off. We had more shots than them, 15 shots, 5 on target. They had 8 shots, 4 on target. We had more XG in them. We had 9 men right at the end there. We had 10 men from 33 minutes onwards. And I look at this Liverpool side, and I mean, it's all in hindsight right now, because we'll never know. But how frustrating is it for us when we saw that Liverpool side so vulnerable at the end, where if we had kept 11 men on the pitch, we could have won this game. They were so guardable. You could have got at them. We created chances with 10 men. We rattled them. Even with 9 men, we're still pushing. And you just left feeling another missed opportunity. And as I said at the beginning of the video, We're the architects of our own downfall. Now, what does this leave us now in regards to league position? We've dropped down now to 13th in the league. If Fulham win tomorrow, then we drop down to 14th. And it is worrying, it's very worrying. Another home defeat. We've lost Xavi now for 3 games. Obviously, Romero, second yellow. I don't know how many games he's out for, but he's got so many yellows this season. He could be banned for 3 games. I don't know. Going away to Palace after Christmas. Yeah, it's tough. What can we take out of this game? Is there any positives? The only positives that we didn't kind of completely surrender and get smashed. We showed some fighting desire, being 10 men down. We didn't give up. We pushed Liverpool right until the final whistle, 9 minutes, injury time. But is that enough for us Spurs fans to feel that there's any kind of change or progress from that game? No. It's difficult. When you get a man sent off, the game is just, it's not looking hopeful, is it? And it's just kind of survival. We didn't learn anything really much from this game. A bit of fight. That's it from the players. So disappointing what Xavi did and Romero did. Really, really let the team down. Thomas Frank has got a fight on his hands to pick up any kind of points at the moment. He's got a battle on his hands. He's talking in the press conference yesterday that he will only accept needle movers when it comes to signings. And yeah, January's approaching. Will he be here by January? I don't know. There's going to be more defeats to come, I'm afraid. A lot of work to do with this side. And another defeat, another disappointment. Crazy match. And yeah, that's it, guys. Well, please smash the like button. Subscribe to Alan Tottenham Logic. And hope you have enjoyed the other content creators. Yeah, and I'm out. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Oh. So yeah, thank you, Dan. I really appreciate that, mate. Yeah, he's spot on with everything he said. He's very fair with his analysis. It's not I don't blame Frank for today whatsoever, but honestly, he's going to be under massive pressure because yet another defeat. The boys put in everything today, the ones that stayed on the pitch. So I think Frank got it right. I think the players got it wrong today. And like Dan said, if we sign better players, it might help Frank out a little bit more. But we'll see if he's even here by January. I'm assuming so far he will because of the way the players played towards the end. I saw something different from them today, but you just never know. Last but not least, we have Harry Scarf, and he's going to talk about the game today. And I think I'm going to end it with Harry because he's the most positive one out of the lot of us. So we need a bit of happiness at the end of this video, and Harry always brings that. This is what Harry has to say.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Real pleasure to be talking to you again. I'm really proud of that performance. A lot of people go, what, you lost again? I think we played really well and arguably even better, with the less men we had on the pitch. We're not going to say, we done really well, with 9 men, because the majority of the game, we had 10 for the majority, I think it's fair to say. But even with 9, we did do well. For me, on both red cards were correct. And if I put my Spurs bias aside, which I have the ability to do, Romero was used that one, for example. The second one, he completely loses his head. He was, run the risk of a yellow card for so long, got that, and he was always run the risk of a red. He had far too much to say. He was clearly hyped up beyond belief. I remember saying on X at half time, he's running the risk of getting sent off for the first time since the back end of 2023. He always plays on the edge anyway, but he felt he's more at risk in this game. And then that just kick out in front of Canate. I think Canate's been clever about it, but you just can't do that in front of official. It's not captain-like behaviour. And reality is, Romero's two mistakes for the goals cost us. First goal is poor. It's a really, really poor pass. Second goal, I think, is more credit to Etitike than the criticism of Romero, but still, as a defender, as captain, gets out-muscled in the air. I think there's a possibility that, it could be a foul. Not for me, probably, but I can understand why the conversation see it back more on, I get Romero's point, but I don't think it is. I think we're clutching at straws. And Xavi Simons, to me, has completely lost his head. I know it's one of those that's probably one of the call an orange card in between. For me, it is a red card, though. Of course, it's always, worse when you see it back and you see it slow, but I think that overall it is the correct decision. Unfortunately, I think it's a moment of stupidity from Xavi Simons. I think he's really poor in this game. Hasn't got going in the Spurs shirt. Looked like he had. Slavia Prague, Brentford, 2-man match performances, goal and assist against Brentford. But apart from that, it's been a disastrous signing. I think that will change. I don't like to jump to conclusions. I think he will be good. Same for Inverts at Liverpool, but we can't pretend that they're working out right now. But for Frank and for Tottenham, I think we hold our head high. We went toe-to-toe with the champions, really competitive, and I think we actually deserved a draw in the end. I think we fought right to the very end. Richarlison, big shout out to him because, I give him criticism when he doesn't play well, so only fair give him praise when he does. Comes on, makes a difference, loves a goal against Liverpool, yearly goal against Liverpool, a couple of years usually. He gets it, and, look, boom, bit of momentum, very unlucky not to score at the end. Of course, a lot of decisions going against us, that's just the way it is, rub of the green, I think it is in football. So, lack of discipline, individual errors costing Tottenham again, in particular individual errors. How many times have we said that? So Romero's mainly one, arguably two individual areas. Lack of discipline, that's what cost Spurs in this game. But I think we can be proud. We shouldn't be looking at the table. We should be looking how we played in this game. For me, if you don't get behind that, I question you, in terms of what you're seeing. And of course, you're all entitled to your own opinion. But I think that performance was crystal clear that the players are behind Frank. They're giving 110%. Our job as a supporter is support the team through thick and thin, through good times, but also bad times. We're not in a good place in terms of in the league. Performance like that was positive. So those are my thoughts. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for having me. You can follow me at HarrySkull22 across all socials. Also have my YouTube channel, Harry Skull. Thanks so much. Come you Spurs.
Thanks, Harry. Really much appreciated, mate. Everybody, please subscribe to everybody that's been on today, all top blokes. The links will be in the description, in the comment section. So it was just a brilliant fight from the boys. I'm glad that Harry pointed out Richie, actually, because credit where credit's due. He came on and he caused them some massive problems. His first touch was brilliant when he got the ball down, won a foul straight away, got that goal and caused them problems, and almost got us a second goal as well. So big up to Richarlison as well, because I don't get a chance to praise him too much and give him credit where credit is due. Everybody in the comment section, like I said, please let me know what you thought of today's video. What did you think about the 2 red cards? What do you think about the match today? Do you think the players are behind Frank? Thank you for watching. And as always, come on, you Spurs.